Here's a rewritten version of the text in a conversational tone. Hey there. Let's talk about something really important, your ideal apprenticeship. You know, when we think of great masters past and present, we often forget that they had a phase in their lives where all their future powers were developing. It was like being in a chrysalis, slowly transforming into who you're meant to be. This part of their life is called an apprenticeship, and it's usually self-directed, lasting anywhere from 5 to 10 years. During this time, your mind is transforming beneath the surface, holding all the seeds of your future success. But here's the thing. During your apprenticeship phase, you might not look that different from anyone else. You're still figuring things out, and it doesn't always feel like a lot of work. But trust me, there's so much more going on underneath the surface. If you look closely at the lives of these great masters, you'll see patterns that transcend their fields. They're all following a similar path, one that's full of challenges, growth, and exploration. For you, this apprenticeship phase is about embracing your youthful, adventurous spirit. You need to be willing to take risks, push yourself past your comfort zone, and use difficulty as a way to measure your progress. It might feel scary at times, but it's the only way to truly transform. So, what can we learn from our own ideal apprenticeships? Let me tell you a personal story that really drove home these lessons for me. I was 22 years old when I decided to travel around Europe and practice my language skills. It was exhilarating, but also overwhelming, especially in Paris. The French language was like a puzzle I couldn't quite solve, and the locals were speaking so quickly, it was like they were speaking a different language altogether. At first, I felt frustrated and shy, but then I realized that if I wanted to truly master the language, I needed to take drastic action. So, I made a decision. I would speak every single day with Parisians for several hours, no matter how hard it got. I wouldn't use English, and I wouldn't hang out with other Americans. I just wanted to immerse myself in the language. And you know what? It worked. I started to learn at an incredible rate, absorbing expressions, intonations, and gestures from everyone around me. I even made a French girl that I wanted to date. So, what are the key takeaways here? First, you need high motivation, a sense of urgency that drives you to learn. For me, it was sink or swim in Paris. Second, focus is everything. When you're immersed in something like this, your attention becomes intense and focused. You start to see patterns and connections everywhere. And third, the most important lesson I learned is that you really learn by doing things, not just reading books or taking tutorials. You need to be out on the street, interacting with people, trying new things, learning from your mistakes, not being afraid of making mistakes or failing. If you want to write a book, start writing it now. If you want to be a musician, go ahead and make music. If you want to start a business, take the leap. Don't be afraid of failure. That's where the real learning happens. Find someone who is a master in your desired field and attach yourself to them. Get an education at their feet, doing whatever task they assign you. Immerse yourself in the world or industry that you want to master. It's better than reading all the books or courses out there. It's learning by doing. So, what are you waiting for? Start your ideal apprenticeship today.